Right now, on LinkedIn, there are over 4,000 open job listings. The average salary is $185,000. The degree required? None. The skill required? Talking to an AI the right way. I know what you're thinking. That sounds too good to be true. But I've spent the last 2 weeks going through these listings one by one, and here's what I found. The job is real. The money is real, and most people watching this video right now could qualify in about 90 days. Stay with me. The role is called AI Prompt Engineer. Depending on who's hiring, you'll also see it listed as AI Trainer, Conversation Designer, or Large Language Model Specialist. It's the same job with different branding. You are the human who teaches AI systems how to think better, respond better, and avoid saying something that ends up on the news for the wrong reasons. Here's why this role pays so much. Last year, a single bad AI output from Samsung's internal chatbot leaked confidential source code. That mistake was worth approximately $400 million in intellectual property. Companies are genuinely terrified of this, so they hire humans who are exceptionally good at steering AI away from disasters like that. According to ZipRecruiter, the average AI prompt engineer in the US earns $111,000 a year. But here's where it gets interesting. Senior prompt engineers at top tech companies are pulling between $175,000 and $280,000. I found a listing from Anthropic last month offering $280,000. For a non-engineering role, no coding required. So what does the job actually involve? 3 things. Number 1, writing and testing prompts. You craft instructions that get AI systems to produce accurate, safe, and useful outputs. Think of it like being a very precise editor, except your writer is an AI that has read basically everything ever written by humans. Number 2, red teaming. This means intentionally trying to break the AI. You probe for weaknesses, biases, and failure modes. If the AI can be manipulated into saying something harmful, you find it before the public does. Companies pay a significant premium for this skill. Number 3, evaluation. You score AI outputs on accuracy, tone, and safety. You build rubrics. You train the trainers. You are essentially quality control for one of the most complex technologies ever built. Now here's the critical question. Who is already good at this? Not necessarily software engineers. In fact, 40% of prompt engineers working today have no computer science degree at all. The people who dominate this field come from linguistics, psychology, philosophy, creative writing, and law. If you have ever argued in writing for a living, you are already halfway there. So how do you actually get one of these jobs? I mapped out a 12-week path based on what the top job listings are actually asking for, not what boot camps are selling you, what real hiring managers want, weeks 1 through 3. Learn the fundamentals. You need to understand how large language models work at a conceptual level, not the math, not the code, the logic. Why do they hallucinate? Why do they give one answer in one context and the opposite answer somewhere else? There are free courses on this from deeplearning.ai and Google, both free, both respected by employers. Weeks 4 through 6, build a prompt portfolio. This is your work sample, and this is where most people skip ahead and then wonder why they are not getting callbacks. You need 10 to 15 documented case studies showing a problem, your prompt approach, and the measurable result. Screenshot everything. Annotate it. Treat it like a design portfolio. Week 7 through 9, get your first paid rep. Scale AI and Outlier AI are 2 platforms that pay you to train AI models right now. This is not a lot of money. We are talking $15 to $30 per hour, but this is real, verifiable experience that goes on your resume under AI training contractor. That line changes everything when you apply to full-time roles. Weeks 10 through 12. Target specific companies directly, not job boards. Companies. The firms paying $200,000 for this role are Anthropic, OpenAI, Google DeepMind, Microsoft, and a second tier of well-funded AI startups. Go directly to their careers pages. Customize every single cover letter. Generic applications get ignored every time. One more thing. Certifications matter less than you think. I see people spending $4,000 on prompt engineering boot camps that teach the same thing you can learn for free in a weekend. Save the money, spend the time, build the portfolio. That is what gets you hired. Okay. Here's the part of this conversation that nobody making YouTube videos about AI jobs wants to say out loud. The window for this specific role is closing, and it is closing faster than most people realize. Right now, AI companies are hiring humans to train AI models because the AI is not yet good enough to fully train itself. That is the honest explanation. You are teaching the machine, but the machine is learning faster every single month. In 2023, the average quality evaluation task took a human about 8 minutes. Today, with the right tooling, AI can evaluate its own outputs in seconds. The entry-level tasks that prompt engineers are doing right now, A significant portion of them will be automated by 2027. This does not mean the role disappears. It means the role evolves. The people still earning $200,000 in 2028 are not the ones who learned to write good prompts. They are the ones who understood AI behavior deeply enough to architect entire evaluation systems. The ones who moved from writing prompts to designing the frameworks that generate prompts at scale. So here's the real insight. Do not get this job to do the job. Get this job to learn what is coming next. Use the access, the salary, and the inside view to position yourself for the role that exists in 3 years. That is the actual play. One more thing that is not being said. The companies paying $280,000 for prompt engineers are doing it because the cost of a bad AI output is measured in the hundreds of millions. But as AI gets more reliable, that fear goes down. And when that fear goes down, the premium they are paying goes down with it. The early movers right now are capturing a very specific moment in the market that will not last forever. Let me zoom out. Because this story is not really about prompt engineering. It is about a pattern repeating right now across every industry AI is touching. The pattern is this. When a new and powerful technology arrives, there is always a short window where the humans who can translate between the old world and the new world get paid enormous amounts of money to bridge that gap. When the internet went mainstream in the late 1990s, companies paid absurd salaries for people who could build basic websites. Not because those skills were extraordinary, because most companies had nobody internally who could do it, and the cost of being left behind was enormous. The same thing happened with mobile apps in 2010, with data science in 2015, with cloud infrastructure in 2018. Every single time there was a 3 to 5 year window where a relatively learnable skill was paying 3 to 4 times what it would eventually settle at. AI is in that window right now, and the roles that do not require a degree are the entry point. Here's what the actual numbers show. Q1 of 2026 alone saw 78,000 tech layoffs. Almost half of those were attributed to AI. Employee anxiety about job loss jumped from 28% in 2024 to 40% in 2026. CFOs are privately telling Fortune that AI-related job cuts will be 9 times higher this year than what is being publicly reported. But here's what those same headlines are not showing you. Job postings for AI-related roles grew 40% in the same quarter those layoffs happened. The people losing jobs and the people gaining jobs are often in the exact same industry. The difference is positioning. One group is waiting to see what happens. The other group figured out what the new demand was going to be and got there before everyone else did. The $200,000 AI job is not a loophole. It is a symptom of a massive skill mismatch in the labor market right now. And that mismatch will not be available at this price forever. Let me bring this home. There is a job that pays $185,000 on average, up to $280,000 at top companies, with over 4,000 open listings right now on LinkedIn alone. That does not require a CS degree that you can qualify for in approximately 90 days. And that is actively hiring from backgrounds including creative writing, law, psychology, linguistics, and marketing. The role is AI prompt engineer. The window is open. The companies are hiring. And the market timing is as good as it is going to get. I put together the full 12-week roadmap with all the resources mentioned, the companies to target directly, and the exact portfolio format that gets callbacks. The link is below. Free. No email required. Just take it. If this video gave you something to think about, subscribe. We post 2 videos every week covering AI jobs, AI news, and the things happening in this industry that the mainstream outlets are about 6 months late on. My name is Austin. This is Black Bear AI, and I will see you Thursday.